Phoenix, the city as we know it today, the city is how we'll remember it years from now. Indeed, one day we'll look back on this skyline, these homes, these streets, these people, and we'll marvel at the way things were. Hi, I'm Ted Simons, and the folks at Phoenix 11 recently found a film tucked away in the archives, a film that celebrates Phoenix as it was in the 1950s. Now, no one knows who put this film together or why. We do know it was shot over a period of years in the 50s, and it really is something. So many old places and landmarks, things that look newer then, things that are gone now. It's a fascinating testimony to change. So get your VCRs ready, because we're going to present the film right now, and we're going to do it in pop-up video style. That way we can share as much information and as many memories as possible.
I'm a newspaperman. It's my job to report news. Here is a story that's factual yet dramatic. It's your story because it's the story of your city. It's my business to know my city. It's your business to know what lies at the heart of your city. What pumps vitality into the lifelines of Phoenix, that growing, thriving southwestern cosmopolitan center. Here is a complete, comprehensive report to the people of Phoenix. You, as a citizen, play the leading role in the revealing story that this report tells. The supporting roles are played by your city government and its operating agencies. Its purpose, to give you, the citizen, a better understanding of how your city works to serve you. This building is the nerve center of your city. Here, the city government is at work. The governing body is the city council. There are 7 members, including the mayor, all elected at large for terms of 2 years on a nonpartisan ballot. Your council makes city laws, adopts budgets, sets the many policies that vitally affect you in your daily lives. The council meets regularly every week in open session, in which you, as a citizen, are invited to take part.
This late evening trash burning has got to stop. I feel that it can and should be stopped immediately. It concerns 22 families on our street.
That's a very good recommendation, sir. The city manager will make a complete report.
To administer the business of the city, the council hires a trained specialist in the science of city management, a city manager. The city manager is responsible for the efficient administration of all departments and for carrying out the council's policies. To assist him in the running of a business as large as the Phoenix city government, he organizes its many operations into departments and employs qualified men to direct them. The city attorney with his staff acts as legal advisor to the council, the manager and department heads on city business. The city clerk is responsible for the preservation and filing of all public records and documents. Over 1,700 men and women are employed by the city. All new employees must meet the requirements of experience, training, age and residence, pass civil service examinations, personal interviews, and physical examinations. These are the people that you employ to manage the affairs of your city. Your first concern is the protection of your life and property. Your police force is constantly vigilant. Its job, your security. Equipped with a fleet of cruisers, trucks, panel wagons, and pickups, bus, solo, and 3-wheel motorcycles, they're on the job day and night. Your city has more than 200 commissioned officers. Every one is carefully selected through civil service examinations and rigorously trained. Recruit training is really rugged. First in the classroom for general police operation, traffic and public relations. Then training in the use of all firearms, self-protection, search and seizure, procedures of arrest. Everything necessary to his job. Department has a strong right arm, the Service Division. Here, files are kept for identification, the most modern system of fingerprinting is set up, and communication with every branch of the department is maintained. A major problem is control of traffic. Always in communication through police emergency radio at headquarters, traffic officers are on the spot in a matter of minutes. In cooperation with the Division of Traffic Engineering, your police department initiated a unique project. It attacked the traffic safety problem at its source, the drivers of tomorrow. Here, grade school students learn good driving habits and traffic regulations by operating miniature vehicles under simulated traffic conditions. A matter of great pride is the 100% record of safety of school children. There has been no fatality, no serious injury to a child in any school zone supervised by junior safety patrols under the direction of the Traffic Division. Another police function is the Detective Division. Its officers are men selected from the ranks for their ability in this particular phase of police work. They work in vice squads, forgery detail, homicide, and pawn shop detail. Every year, over $500,000 in stolen goods is recovered by your police. Just this one service reclaims to the public what amounts to 1/3 of the total operating cost of the police department. Phoenix, like other cities, has found that parking meters help control downtown parking. Through the speed up in parking turnover, more parking space is available to more people. Through research, Phoenix is constantly striving to improve its efficient traffic system. This is the responsibility of the Division of Traffic Engineering. With more than 125 intersections controlled by traffic lights, with the easy flow of cars on over 18 miles of one-way streets, with reflectorized street name signs at every intersection, and more than 30 miles of well-lighted arterial streets, traffic hazards have been cut considerably. Traffic movement and safety is improved by efficient street maintenance. More than 270 miles of paved streets require periodic repair. In just one 2-year period alone, 56 miles of deteriorated paved streets were planed and resurfaced. 16 miles of dirt streets were paved. This was the largest street rehabilitation program in the history of Phoenix. Under the city streets are the city sewers. Through a huge system of 540 miles of conduits under the streets and alleys, sewage is piped into the sewage treatment plant. Here, with the activated sludge system, through modern scientific processing, the city's sewage is converted into clear, pure water. So pure, fish live in it. Then it's turned back into the riverbed. The solids removed by the treatment are converted into fertilizer and sold. Handling trash and garbage is another important job your city does for you. Pack unit trucks collect garbage twice a week in the residential areas at no charge. In just 1 year, nearly 10,000 truckloads were collected and disposed of. Sanitation crews haul away tree and yard trimmings without cost to property owners. Your city uses the most modern method of getting rid of garbage and trash. The sanitary landfill has replaced the old dump with its smoke, obnoxious odors, and disease-breeding flies and rodents. After dumping, giant bulldozers immediately level the mass into layers. Then it's buried under tons of earth.
So what do you think? Seen something that brings back memories? Did we miss something you recognize? The second half of the tape is coming up. We'll see Sky Harbor as it was in the 1950s. We'll also see the Arizona Biltmore in Canto Park and a long-gone parade down Central Avenue. Let's get back to the memories.
Water. Phoenix water supplies come from multiple sources. The principal one is the flow and well fields of the Verde River. The second, but vitally important source is the Squaw Peak water plant, which takes its water from the Arizona Canal, north of the city. Here, at Squaw Peak Filter Plant, in one of the water division's 3 laboratories, chemists determine the necessary treatment and test the water's content and purity. In 1906, the city of Phoenix bought the existing wells and water supplies from private owners. Through the years, as the city grew, water lines were added to meet the needs of the growing population. The Phoenix water system is a profitable utility. Large fringe areas outside the city are served with city water at a rate higher than that paid by city residents. This additional income helps pay operating costs and lowers your water bill. Water is also vital in the protection of your property. From the moment a fire is reported, telegraphic waves set the whole intricate machinery of Phoenix firefighters into motion. The most modern firefighting equipment in 11 strategically placed fire companies is manned by carefully screened, expertly trained men. They move into action like a well-trained team. With a minimum of lost motion and a maximum of skill, they go to work. Each man knows he is as good as his timing. Minutes, even seconds, may mean the difference between life and death. He is at home on a tall ladder. He is calm in the face of grave danger. This is his job, and he performs it with precision and speed. School fire drills are under the direct supervision of your fire department. Under the fire prevention program, boys and girls in the 6th grade of all schools are trained to prevent fires at home and in school. Once a year, the firemen of each company go from door to door offering free home inspection against fire hazards. Your city requires nearly 600 motor vehicles and heavy-duty construction equipment to carry out its many daily services. Division of Mechanical Maintenance has the job of keeping the equipment clean and in good operating condition. From washing buses to repairing radios to welding heavy road machinery, it's all in the day's work. A growing city must have adequate transportation. The municipal bus system provides safe, rapid, economical transportation. An extensive driver training program, regular bus inspection, and proper maintenance assure passengers safety and courteous treatment. As recently as 1955, the people of Phoenix voted their confidence in municipal ownership of their bus system. You've seen some of the services that your city provides, services that we may take for granted, but which go on day by day, making life more pleasant. But there's more. We who live in this, the capital city of Arizona, take pride in our beautiful homes, in our schools, in our churches. We are a people at work in business, in agriculture, in industry, and in scores of professional pursuits. But because man does not live by bread alone, he seeks relaxation. Your city is making a determined effort to maintain, develop, and improve its recreational facilities. In the city's 16 parks, every form of diversion can be found. Every year, more than 500,000 people enjoy South Mountain Park with its ramadas, dance platforms, excellent picnicking facilities, and 40 miles of fine hiking trails and bridle paths. This desert recreation center embraces nearly 15,000 acres of land and is the largest and one of the most unique municipal parks in the world. Encanto, the most beautiful of Phoenix parks, is an exquisite area of lawns, lovely lagoons, stately palms, and picnic spots. At the Encanto Shell, civic programs are presented, among them a series of Know Your City neighborhood meetings sponsored by your city council. Within an ultra-modern civic center is the Phoenix Public Library. The magnificent structure with its lounges, music and study rooms, outdoor patios and auditorium invites you to browse around, read or borrow from its shelves for home reading. Children are given help in selecting reading material and attend weekly story hour each Saturday. Nearby is the Phoenix Little Theater, a true community playhouse. Here at Pueblo Grande Ruins, a prehistoric Indian village is preserved, remnants of an ancient civilization that flourished where present-day Phoenix stands. Within the museum and laboratory, archaeologists resurrect the past and discover sharp reminders of that mythical bird after which your city was named, the Phoenix. It's fun to live in Phoenix, fun for everyone. Phoenix baseball fans have the thrill of watching major league teams in action here every spring. With the aim of keeping this attraction, your city purchased Municipal Stadium where the teams do their spring training. In March, it's the World's Championship Rodeo. And of course, one of the big events is the spectacular rodeo parade. Year after year, more than 250,000 spectators turn out for the razzle-dazzle. In April, the city plays host to the Phoenix Indian Ceremonials. Indians from near and far converge on the city for this spectacular event. Yes, to live in Phoenix is to enjoy a special brand of fun and relaxation. And that's why thousands of vacationers are attracted here every year. In and around the city are resort hotels, guest ranches, and motels that are among the nation's finest. Visitors come to enjoy what is a mixture of a thriving modern city intermingled with the pleasant informality of the Old West. The heavy influx of tourist and business travel has made municipally owned Sky Harbor Airport one of the nation's busiest air terminals. Ideal flying weather plus scores of conveniences for air travelers have contributed to its phenomenal growth. Private flying ranks high at Sky Harbor. At the Trench and Plane Terminal, over 1,000 private planes are handled every month. Here, the private flyer enjoys most of the facilities that the main terminal provides for the scheduled airlines. Phoenix is linked with the rest of the nation by 4 major airlines. In overall activities, it now is in 20th place nationally. In 1950, the National Municipal League selected Phoenix, an all-American city, for the effective action of its citizens in improving local government. This, then, is Phoenix, your city, that today exceeds the fondest, most extravagant hopes of its founders. Everything points to a continuation of its fabulous growth. And so your city government studies and makes plans for the Phoenix of tomorrow. This long-range outlook is the responsibility of the planning department. One of its most important functions is planning and zoning for an orderly growth. Lovely homes on beautiful, clean streets don't just spring up. Services that give you health, security, streets that accommodate a city on wheels, parks, recreational and cultural centers don't just happen. They have been inspired and developed by the people of the community. The Phoenix of tomorrow, this, plus the fruition of more and more far-sighted vision and practical planning this year, next year, and the years to come.
Well, that's it. Amazing stuff. Again, the film was found in the archives of Phoenix 11. It was shot over a period of years in the 1950s. We spruced it up a bit, put some pop-up video information in there, all to better inform those who've recently moved to the Valley and to help jog the memories of longtime residents. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had your VCR running. I'm Ted Simons for Phoenix 11.